Welcome back, everybody. This is Professor Lucien, and this is the Week 11 overview and expectations. I'm going to try to keep this short. As you guys know, so we're getting near the end of the semester, just basically 4 weeks left. We're going to get into a pretty decent routine now. I've got everything updated for the course syllabus, so you know what the topics are. So first, let's go to the agenda. I want to talk a little bit about the Wisconsin Safety Conference with you. I do have a deal for students. You just have to show, I think you just have to show your ID or something like that. So I'm going to go over that in a bit. This is the overview. The lecture video, which was pre-recorded, is something that I did last semester, I think, and is a discussion, an open discussion with a couple friends of mine, Ron Gant and Jeffrey Dalto. These are great guys, and they both have their own expertise, as do I, and we kind of riff back and forth. And so take notes. I think it's important. We talk about some really important things. I've had them guest speak in my 43 class before, but this one I think was one of the most comprehensive. Once you've watched it and taken the notes and everything, please reach out to Ron and Jeff. I'll have to email. I'll send them a text right after this and just say, hey, my students are going to be reaching out to you, and then create a post thanking them on LinkedIn. And you can do both at the same time, just so you know. The problem solving for this week, well, I'll go over that in a little bit. It's contest the citation. It just happened to a friend of mine, and I thought it'd be a cool project. And then we are reopening the mentor interviews. I haven't received confirmation from 2. I'm going to show that to you in a moment as well. Another thing is the assigned reading. It's this Sorensen paper from 2018 called Measuring Best Practices for Workplace Safety, Health, Well-Being, an Integrated Approach. So I want you to read this and kind of review or summarize this paper. I think it's good for you guys. I'll be releasing this in a little bit, the verification. Basically, keywords, key phrases. That's coming up here in just a moment. For the binder, notes. Take notes, things like that. For PPD, do the LinkedIn stuff. The discussion board, once you've interviewed your assigned person, again, I've got 2 more people to verify. I may have them by the end of the day today, Monday at the latest. So contact them, set up a time. Try to interview them this week, but if you don't, make sure it's next week, and then post that. I will be posting a new set of pairings next week and the week after. And so try to get them done. And some of you, your assigned pairing they have some time restrictions because they're going to be traveling, and I'll let you know about that. So try to get it in. It's a phone call or WebEx, whatever you want to do. This first group, I'll talk about that in a minute. And then for the real world problem solving, I want you to contest a citation. He told me about it after the fact, and what's interesting is HR said, just pay it, make it go away. I'm like, I wish you had come to me because I would have written a letter to have it either reduced or thrown out. And so that's what I want you to do, is come up with the literature, the support for either throwing the citation out completely or at least reducing its penalty amount, okay? Based on what you can find on the OSHA website. And I think Jill and I, in that video several weeks ago, it might have been right before spring break, we had talked about how to find that kind of stuff. All right, so let's first talk about the Wisconsin Safety Conference. It's being held at the Wisconsin Dells, the Kalahari Resort. It's been there as long as I can remember. It's April 14th through the 16th. The 14th is pre-conference, full day stuff. You can get CEUs and certificates possibly, but 15th and 16th is the big conference. That's when they've got the concurrent sessions. And if you're interested, you can look at the what is this? The conference brochure. Is that what they call it? Advanced program. So 83rd annual. It talks a little bit about the keynotes, general information. I'm going to drive back and forth for it. I'll be there on Tuesday and Wednesday, at least during the times I'm going to be presenting. You can see here's the breakdown, sponsors, here's day 1. So it kicks off at 8 a.m. I'll try to be there. I like to go to the keynote. I think it's kind of fun sometimes. But if my schedule doesn't allow it, my schedule doesn't allow it, since I'll be driving. It's only about a 45-minute drive from my house. Let's see, when am I presenting on Tuesday? I'm scanning. Oh, there I am. So I'll be presenting from 3 to 4 on Tuesday. And then after that, they've got a professional... Okay, the conference reception. This is awesome. This is great for networking. It's really big. Food, booze, it's awesome. And then Wednesday, they do the safety awards. I will not be going in for that. And then the concurrence sessions begin at 9 a.m. And I am presenting at 11 a.m. Okay. So I'll be done at 12:30. I'll probably have lunch and then go home for the day. It's Wednesday. Okay. So if you're interested, I did get a special deal for you guys. Let me just find it here quick. Just got this the other day. I'll be sharing it. Oh, that's not it. I'll be sharing it with all of the faculty here. So Barb Deans, who's the Associate Director for the Wisconsin Safety Council, sent me this message on Thursday. They do have reduced student pricing, but it's not in the advanced registration. So basically, you have to show up the day of and register there. Students will need to bring a current student ID and credit card. It's $50 a day. That includes breakfast, lunch, the educational sessions, the expo hall. The pricing does not include the full day pre-conference stuff. Of course not. That's usually charged differently. So how much are you saving? You may be asking if it's just $50 a day. And I think I can find that for you. So where is the registration amounts? Where is it? Because I think it's... I think you're getting a good discount, if I'm not mistaken. Do I have to just hit register here? Okay, so you're not really members. That's for both days. For Tuesday, so it's somewhere in between $450 and $525 per day. So that's the discount you're getting. What is it? 90% discount? Pretty good deal. So, recommend you go. You don't have to, though. It's just something that I recommend. That's the Wisconsin Safety Conference. Something you should be learning to go to. All right, let's look at since it's just coming up right here, let's take a quick look at the assignments. Again, they're not all done yet, so therefore I don't want to post them. But here it is. So look on here. You can see who you're going to be matched with. I just have to get Daryl and Brad to confirm. They're usually pretty good at getting back to me, and you're going to be interviewing them. These are all previous ASSP presidents. They have a ton of information, a ton. And so these are very basic questions. Contact them with a professional email, thanking them for, volunteering. Be respectful of their time and their schedule, set something up, and then do the call. Either phone call or WebEx or Teams, whatever you want to use. But we're very fortunate to have them. So there'll be 2 more rounds of this. I've got names that I'm contacting. This one just kind of came up a little bit late. I was late at getting to it. So please do that. For the reading, here it is. Measuring best practices. How many pages is this? Oh, it says 22. I didn't think it was that long, though. So go ahead and read this, get a little summary. I think it's good for you. Oh, look at a bunch of this. Okay, so it's probably only like 18 pages read. Less than that, actually. So go ahead and give that a summary. I think this will be good for you as you continue to complete your second case study. What's also interesting is that one of the guest speakers is Ron Gant, and he is part of this podcast called Punk Rock Safety. So the key phrase this week is punk rock safety. I'd like you to for your notes, listen to one of them or just listen to part. It looks like they're about an hour long typically. Just listen to some of it and just kind of give me your people suck. Was that? So you can see some of the names here. It's clever. I like it. These guys are great. So go ahead and listen to some of it. I want to get you guys introduced to some podcasts as well. Something to listen to, feed that inquisitive side of you. So check it out. Again, the catchphrase for this week or the Key phrase is punk rock safety. So I'll make sure that there is, oh, it's right here. So you can check it out. For the problem solving, we're almost done, you guys. Here it is. Here's the scenario provided by my friend. Here is the actual citation language that they received. Here is the evidence used by the compliance officer to justify it. So what I want you to do is, and this is directly from the citation package, so right to contest. This is actual language. Here's what I want you to do. Find out if there's a lack of jurisdiction for OSHA to open this investigation based on the scenario. Did the COSHO not follow the compliance guidelines for records review? Was there a lack of evidence to support this violation? Or citation, is it justified? And then finally, lack of fair, accurate application of the gravity-based penalty assessment for determining penalty amount. So see what you guys can do with this. This one, it would have taken me maybe a half hour to wrap up a really strong case to have this thrown out based on what you have here. Okay, so go ahead and work on that. That is pretty much it. Now, if you're able to complete your this first round of interviews this week, go ahead and post it to the discussion board. But we'll have next week will be a week 12, 13, and the next will be week 14. Was it? This is 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14. So there's going to be 3 rounds. I'm giving a 2-week window. Please don't wait till the last minute. Please reach out as soon as you get your assignment. So hopefully this will be live and posted right away. This went longer than I had hoped. But I believe that is everything I want to talk about with you. So if you have questions, please reach out to me. But again, things are very simplified now for the rest of the semester. Please be working on your case studies. Though if you're like me, I procrastinate. I could see maybe starting it in 2 weeks. So next week is the Wisconsin Safety Conference. If you want to go, again, it's only $50 a day. Please review and read this. Listen to part of this and summarize, and also summarize the video that's provided, and complete the problem solving. Please reach out. Once I get this posted, please reach out to your mentor. Set up a time. Let me know where it's at. That's basically it. Thanks, everybody. Bye.